My name is Joel Solomon, and I'm the chair of Renewal Funds Company. And we produce social venture capital investment funds for limited partners who want to align making money with their values. Our work is to focus on organic and natural foods, green consumer products, and environmental innovations. And we go into companies that are at early growth stage. So they have existing sales, existing team, and good products. And our first criteria is about the mission of the company and the entrepreneur. We want to find people who are in business because they want to do something constructive for the world. And they want to make money and provide jobs and valuable products. So we search Canada and the US for great entrepreneurs, and effectively we are matching investors with values and entrepreneurs with values, and our job is to curate and support the companies to grow the best they can, to look after their values as an investor, because with us in the mix, generally as a board member, and one of us as a board member, we're able to recruit other, let's say, values types investors to the company, and we're able to help when tough decisions come along to endorse sticking with purpose and mission. So our job is for our investor partners to make them a respectable return rate on their money and to deliver extraordinary value in terms of the stories and the impact that these companies and entrepreneurs are having in communities across the continent. So Renewal 3 is designed to be in the 40 plus million is our real goal. We're looking for cashed out entrepreneurs who care about the sectors that we're focused on and are exploring their own questions of how to use their money and how to leave a legacy. We are looking for people who have found themselves through inheritance or family events of one kind or another with more than enough money for themselves and who want to deploy some of their resources towards social goods. We also have designed the fund to be friendly to charitable foundations in both Canada and the US. And we do have investors from Europe. We have several European families and one from Hong Kong that we met. So really, global investors can choose if they want to have some exposure to North America, or at least global investors can choose if they want to have exposure to the US and Canada to invest in this fund. And we probably will have 60 to 80 investors again this time. A number of them will be from our prior fund, and then we are welcoming new partners as well. So our offering and our premise is that we will make a 3 times return on the investor's money over a decade. So that comes out to 15% annual internal rate of return. It's a high bar. It is bigger than a lot of the averages that actually happen in venture capital, conventional venture capital. But our premise is that we are doing a little bit more old-fashioned kind of investing. We're not really in new technologies, and we are looking for companies that do steady growth based on existing products. And when you talk about organic and natural foods, I've begun to realize that the food shelf is somewhat like the technology, let's say the social media shelf, where lots of entrepreneurs are focused on building new apps for Facebook or new types of digital media inventions that will build lots of customer base. Well, on the food shelves, though organic foods are now a serious industry, they're still less than 10% of the North American food dollar, and globally, it's probably a lot smaller than that. So the need for innovation, more nutritious products, less discovered products, more accessible pricing, and this kind of thing is in high demand in that industry. So we're looking at companies in our organic and natural component that can fill that need. And we're smaller than a lot of the venture world. Sometimes they may have minimums of $10 million or $20 million per investment, and we go in at $1 to $5 million in companies that are 1 to 10 million in sales. So it's a certain niche that remains underrepresented in the marketplace. And so we think there's an opportunity in which we can return the target that we've gone for. And though it is necessarily an estimated return rate, because in companies that haven't had an exit or haven't sold the company or haven't created a cash event for their investors, valuations can only be done on industry averages and on looking at recent transactions where new investment capital came in, and then taking a discount from industry averages. And we also chose to use trailing year revenues so that they're real. They're not projections. And then we also factored in all of our costs and expenses and whatever we are paid, our share. We get a bonus incentive after we have returned the investors' entire money along with an 8% return rate, and then we take a share of the excess as our incentive as managers. So after calculating all of those things, we're running a little bit better than our projections. Well, to talk about a couple of success stories from the Renewal 2 portfolio, the one that's completed, there are 10 companies there, and we're learning all kinds of interesting things as we go. One that I'd like to share is that we ran across an opportunity of an elderly couple who had created
Feel free to drink more, that's fine.
We ran across an opportunity with an elderly couple who were one of the first USDA certified organic skin and beauty care manufacturing facilities. They are in a town of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, a very depressed, economically depressed community. The plant is located in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, which is a severely economically depressed community. And our job was to purchase the manufacturing facility from the founders, bring in a highly experienced CEO from the health and beauty products industry, and as one of the only organic certified manufacturing plants in the U.S., we were really well positioned because Whole Foods is beginning a mandate to no longer accept claims in the health and beauty aid department that aren't certified. And the skin is the largest organ in the body. And as we know, both men and women, but particularly women, are pouring huge amounts of substances, chemicals, and materials that really are not very well understood by the consumer onto their body. And we also know that cancer rates are rising in all kinds of modern ailments. I can't tell you there's a direct connection. I have my instincts about that. But in any case, what's going to happen over the next few years is that the retailer and the consumer is going to become more aware about these products. So Sensible Organics, as the company is named, was asked by Whole Foods to create a brand, an outside brand, to go into the entire Whole Foods chain in an everyday pricing. These are under $10 products. And we created Nourish And Nourish is now both throughout Whole Foods, but also in high demand with other large chains that are getting the requests from their own consumers and want products like this. So we're positioned to create other brands if necessary. We can co-pack or create a brand for a large retailer. And we can also, we're finding some demand that there are celebrities. We have Christine Taylor is a celebrity endorser of Nourish. And there are others who care a lot about these issues, who are interested in potentially creating product lines around their interests. And so this business is growing quite successfully right now, and in more conversations with retailers than they can almost keep up with. So we think that Sensible Organics and its products have a really bright future. And the valuation, so to speak, from where we bought the company to where it is now has already gone up multiple times. I'm Joel Solomon, and I'm the chair of Renewal Funds. We invest your money in the entrepreneurs and companies of tomorrow in a way that is aligned with your values. We make money while investing in great businesses. My name is Joel Solomon, and I'm the chair of Renewal Funds. Renewal Funds is in the business of investing money in a way that aligns values with financial success. We find great entrepreneurs and great companies that are inventing the future of how products and services are delivered. And we invest in companies that make a difference. And we invite you to join us.
That's great.
That works.